guys, welcome back to my channel once again. So for today's video, as you guys can see, it's not gonna be a normal video, and it's gonna be one of those mukbangs, whatever the hell they're called. I don't know what the hell they're called. Do you know?
Mukbangs.
Okay, and I have a really special guest with me today. He's my son. We're gonna be doing this challenge. He's the one that told me that he wanted to do this challenge, so I was like, what the hell, why not? And so here we are, and then I'm gonna be talking a little bit about, you know, how I got pregnant and all that good stuff. So if you guys want to see what all this fuss is about, go ahead and stay tuned and keep on watching. Okay, so supuestamente this sopita is supposed to be like really spicy. I've never tasted it, my son has, so let's see what all this fuss is about. Not bad. Not bad at all.
There's a cake. I'm gonna put in some lemon. Right?
It's a little spicy. It's good though.
Mm-hmm.
Some limon. And now, dude, it's like super late right now. It's probably like 12, right? 11, 12, I think.
Probably them.
Yeah. And I was like, we're supposed to film this video tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm going to be really busy. So I was like, why not just do it right now? So we're going to have all this food right now. Like, imagine whenever we're going to go to sleep, we're going to be like freaking farting. Now let's get started with the story time. So, as you guys know, he is my firstborn child. He's 9 years old. And y'all know how I got pregnant. Like, my topic says like how I got pregnant. I mean, but come on, let's be real. I know all of you guys know like how people get pregnant. A lot of you guys know me and a lot of you guys don't. Me and Javier is my husband. I call him Javier. Francisco Javier Hernandez. A lot of people know him by Piggy, so weird, I know, but ever since high school they've called him that, and a lot of people still call him that. But we started dating in, well, my sophomore year. Was it? No, the summer. No, 6th grade. No, it's because we've known each other since like middle school. Like, I remember whenever there was like a quinceañera there in my little hometown, and that's the very first time that I had ever seen him. Like, and that's because one of my friends had gone up to me and she's like, hey, like, he really likes you, he wants to get to know you. And I was like, what the hell, like, who is he? Like, you know, I thought it was gonna be somebody like, you know, because I've always been into cowboys. Like, that's my priority. Well, it was my priority. Like, cowboys. That's how you guys see my son. He's always dressed cowboy, because I'm always like, ever since he was little, I was like, dude, you gotta dress cowboy. Like, cowboys are everything. So I was expecting, you know, like this cowboy, like, you know, and I still love dancing, but I really don't go to dances anymore. But back then, you know, like, I used to love going to dances. My friend went up to me and she's like, hey, like, Javier wants to meet you, like, he really likes you, he thinks you're so pretty, you're beautiful, whatever. And I was like, oh my god, like, who is he? And whenever she showed me, I was like, I wouldn't say that I was disappointed. It's just that he wasn't my type. And at that time, I used to have another boyfriend, which he wasn't really like a serious boyfriend, you know, like, it was just like, oh my god, like, you know, like, we would talk. My parents were really strict. They would never let like anyone go over, like, of any guys or anything. So okay, back to where we were at. So that was in middle school, whenever that happened or whatever, you know, like, I was an 8th grader. Like, it was my summer of 8th grade, so I was pretty much gonna be a freshman. What's it called? Sorry, I'm over here like thinking like, ¿qué más voy a agarrar? These freaking rolls are so bomb. So back to the story. So yeah, you know, like after all that like had happened, like I was like, yeah, whatever, like I'm moving on. Like I didn't take it serious, right? Like I just talked to him, like we started talking, but not like talking like boyfriend girlfriend. We would just talk. My freshman year passed or whatever, like we were talking, we were friends. And my sophomore year también, you know, like he was just a friend, a really good friend. I never seen him like that. And then that summer of me going into my junior year, that's whenever like we started talking, like pretty much like in between those years, that gap, I would play around with him like, oh yeah, like let's be together, whatever. And supposedly, like according to him, we were together, but I didn't take it serious. I was like, whatever, like I don't see him like that, he's just a friend. And that time I remember I had broken up with my other boyfriend, which was nothing serious, like it was so dumb. And then I asked him out, like I texted him. I remember my mom had passed by his house and she was like telling me like, how did she tell me? Something like, I don't remember, it's been a long time ago, but she did say like, hey, mira el muchachito or whatever, Javi, like, and he was wearing sunglasses, like he looked really guapo. And I was like, oh, you know, like he's not ugly, you know, it's just that he wasn't my type. Well, whenever my mom had told me that, I was like, dude, I'm gonna text him, you know, like I started thinking about it and I was like, he's not ugly, you know, I might as well give it a chance or whatever. But mind me, before that, like I would give him chances, like I said, but nothing serious. And I remember one time, like before I even took him serious, like we were like together in high school, and remember he had texted me, we were like in separate classes, and he had texted me and he's like, meet me over here by the lockers, by my lockers, and if you really want to, like, give me a kiss. And I was like, alright, whatever. So we went, right, like I don't know who was with me, but and he was with somebody else, and we were there by the lockers, like so dumb. I'm sorry, these are so good.
This is it's a wrap thingy. I don't know.
A sushi burrito.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So
Smells like heaven.
we ended up, you know, talking. I had texted them and I was like, I think we should get back together, you know, but this time actually give him a chance. He was like so happy. I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but he was really happy. So yeah, you know, like everything was going good. Like I met his parents, like his sister, like all his family. He met mine. Like later on, my parents like started being like less strict. Like they were still really strict, but they would let him go over to the house outside.
Does this feel it? It feels weird.
What the hell is that? Look, it looks like a tortilla.
Are those?
But it's actually rice.
Are those chia seeds? Or
I don't know.
Just like
no.
regular?
We were together for a year and his birthday came around. And, you know, like the magic happened. Like, you know. It was weird because I had never done anything with anyone. Like I said, like I had never had like a serious boyfriend or anything. So that happened for like a whole year too. You know, that we were like together, you know, and like more, you know, like doing more stuff or whatever. And one day, like I still remember the day that I got PG. Like I seriously do remember. It was so weird. Like I remember he was gonna leave to Mexico, I think like the next day or something like that, and you know, whatever happened, and he came back, you know. And then mind you, the whole year before that, like we were, you know, doing stuff, and I had never got pregnant. Like, so, you know, it was like no, like whenever like I took the test, because I missed my period, and I was like, dude, no, like I can't be pregnant. I was like, yeah, like probably like 2-3 months had passed by, and that's whenever like I started feeling, you know, like tired, and I didn't want to do anything. I remember like I was the type of girl that I would get home and I would clean my mom's house. I would start making dinner for my brothers, for my dad, my mom, you know, because my parents, both of my parents worked. They have always worked. So I would get home and I would actually, I was like the second mom, like to my brothers, like, you know, like to my dad, like I would like cook and everything. Like, so by the time my mom would be out, like, ya estaba todo cocinado. So I remember in those months, llegaba de la escuela and I would be like super, super tired. Like, I'd be like, what the hell? Like, no tengo ganas de hacer nothing. Llegaba y me acostaba ahí en la sala. And I remember my mom would get home and she would be like pissed. She'd be like, ¿por qué estás ahí? No me estás engordando. Mejor ponte a hacer ejercicio. Like, she would always tell me like shit like that. So, one time I took a pregnancy test. One of those days I took a pregnancy test and it came out positive and I was like, oh my lord. I don't want to say my pregnancy was planned, but at the same time it was, because we knew what we were doing. We knew what could happen and we still didn't take any precautions. So after that, I was like, yeah, whatever. So probably like a week later, I took another one because, you know, I was still in denial. And again, it came out positive. So I was like, oh shit. Like, I call Javier and I'm like, dude, I have to tell you something. Like, let's go out today. So, okay. So guess where he takes me? To Subway. We went to eat to Subway, and that's where I told him. We were eating the sandwiches and I just took out the pregnancy test and I was like, look. And he's like, what? And I was like, look. And he's like, you're pregnant? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh my god. Like, at first he was like, no, you know. But then later on he started being like, oh shit, you know, like, we're gonna be parents, like, what the hell? Like, dude, we need to tell our parents. Like, how are we gonna tell them? Like, how am I gonna tell, like, my brothers? Like, the ones that don't know, I do have 4 brothers and they have always been really overprotective. I think the oldest one is like the worst, or was the worst. Like, every day I would tell him, like, did you tell your parents? Did you tell your parents? And he'd be like, no, did you? And I'd be like, no, dude. Like, we were both scared. Until one day, my brother, my oldest brother, had moved over here to San Antonio and he was going to college over here. And I remember it was Thanksgiving and he had gone down with his friend from here. He had gone down to Kansas. He would talk to this one girl. I'm not gonna say her name because a lot of you guys like know her. But he would talk to her at the time. And she was a big old chismosa. Like, she's the one that told him, like, you know, that I was pregnant. Or so whenever he got home, I remember, like, it went down. Like, my mom found out, like, her mom. My oldest brother had told, like, my parents, and so, like, they called me, you know, I was in the room and they had called me and they were like, is it true? Is it true that you're pregnant? And I was like, dude, I can't hide it no more. And I'd be like, at first I'd be like, no, I was denying it because I was scared. I was scared of my dad, my mom, and my brother. And I was like, no, my mom's like, levántate la playera, levántatela, quiero ver. And I was like, oh my god, like, dude, you could already see. But dude, antes, like, yo me escondía la panza with the faja, dude. Like, that's how ignorant I was. You know, that's how ignorant you are whenever you're, like, super young. Like, you don't know anything. Like, that could harm the baby. Like, that could harm you. Like, oh my god. And I would hide it. So, whenever she's like, levántate la playera, I was like, dude, game over. Game over. Like, I have to let them know, yeah. Like, I'm not gonna be there picking up my shirt, showing them my belly. So I was like, sí, estoy embarazada. And, dude, like, I was so scared. Like, I seriously thought, like, I'm gonna get kicked out. Like, they're gonna make me go move in with Javier. Like, get married. Like, I'm not gonna be able to live here no more. Like, everything was going through my mind, like, super fast. And my dad's reaction, like, I'll always remember it. Like, I remember he was crying and he was disappointed, but he told me, you know, like, mija, like, you know, you're not the first or last girl to do this. Oh, but by this time, I was already 7 months pregnant. 7. And it's so crazy. I don't know if you guys have ever heard.
Almost a year.
that your kids, your babies feel you, and they're trying to help you hide themselves también because they know, you know, that the mom's worried, she wants to hide the pregnancy. So I've heard that the babies help you, like, hide themselves because...
Did I help?
I guess so, baby. Thank
Sweet.
you.
You're welcome.
I would always wear fajas, like I said, but even at that, you know, like at seven pregnancies, oh my god, at 7 months, you know, like you can't really hide that no more. Like, so I don't know if it was a miracle, like I don't know, like, or my baby was really helping me, but like I was hiding it. Day before that happened, Javier had told his parents. He says his parents didn't really like care, you know, like they weren't mad. I think they were disappointed, but they weren't mad at him, you know, like how I was thinking my parents were gonna react. My mom, on the other hand, my mom was like super pissed. Like, she was like, ay, like, yo ya lo sabía. Like, you know, Mexican moms, like typical Mexican moms, like, oh, they're so good. Let's take a break. Vamos a echarle salsita.
Oh, I'm stuffed.
Oh, I bet you are, honey.
I don't want to eat.
Un limoncito.
I'm gonna eat, not eat.
This is like seriously my obsession. Like I could have this every damn day. Whenever like my parents, you know, like they were like, does he want to be with you, whatever, like my mom was going crazy. Like,
She crying?
More like upset because they were the type of parents that would always tell me, cuídate, like don't be having SCX right now, like don't be doing that, wait till marriage. And I was a firm believer of that until Javier came along. See, like Javier stepped up, like, you know, I'll go talk to your parents. Like he knew my brothers didn't like him, and he's like, you know, I'll go talk to your brothers, like what do I do? And I was like, you know, like I think you should wait till tomorrow. Mañana vienes y hablas con mis papás, you know, sit down and talk to them. So yeah, dude, así fue. He had came first and he sat down with my dad. I still remember what he was wearing. He was wearing a white hoodie with some black dickies. Antes usaban mucho los dickies. But yeah, you know, like my dad, you know, I thought my dad was gonna be so rude, and no, like my dad talked to him, you know, like with manners, like respectful, and he was like, you know, like, oh, because whenever they found out I wasn't the V no more, you know, the V, they had gone crazy on me, like both of my parents. So that's why I was so scared. And they had told me, stop seeing him, you already did that, okay, wait till marriage now, like control yourself, don't do anything no more. And I was like, all right, you know, like I promise la virgencita, like virgencita, I'm not gonna do this no more, you know, like I'm sorry. I was so heartbroken. I remember my dad would be like, espérate hasta que tengan los 18. Y a los 18, si tú quieres, you can do whatever you want, you can get back with Javier, but right now you're not gonna see him no more.
How old is that age?
18.
That's still young though.
Yeah. And I remember I was like, it's gonna be 16. And I was like, I would cry myself to sleep, and I'd be like, pero hasta los 18, like, todavía me falta, you know, like, it was horrible. Like, we have gone through, like, so much shit, like, a lot. So, you know, yo no les hice caso a mis parents, right? Like, even my mom had gone to school and told the teachers, the principal, that they didn't want us near each other. If they would see us together, to not let us be together. And I remember one time, like, a teacher nos miró and they're like, y'all can't be together. Like, it's either that or it's detention. So we're like, dude, fuck. Like, a week later, that's whenever that happened. And, you know, like, I got pregnant. And we weren't together. Like, we were together, but we weren't together. You know, like in public, we weren't together. Because my family didn't want me to be with him. Not because he was like a low life or anything. It was just, you know, like, I'm the only girl. They were so overprotective, and they wanted me, you know, they wanted the best for me, you know, like they wanted me to go to college. I always said that I wanted to move to Texas. They wanted me to achieve my goals. Yeah, which I am now. Thanks to Javier.
No worries.
But, yeah, so okay, back to the story. Like, we're Javier, you know, like came and talked to my dad, and you know, like he told Javier, you know, are you gonna take responsibility? Like, I want to talk to your parents too. And Javier's like, yes, like I'm gonna work, I'm gonna drop out of school, high school, and I'm gonna work to support, you know, Ruby. And so yeah, I think like the next day his parents came over and they were talking to my parents, you know, and they were like, you know, we're disappointed, but you know, like hopefully this works out. And I seriously think, or I seriously thought that we weren't gonna make it. Like, now that I think about it, whenever you're young, se te hace todo bien fácil, and you want to, you know, you want to have everything like this. You want to do everything like, you know, like your way. Like, you don't think about the other person. You don't respect the other person. Like, it's just hard because, you know, you're so used to living by yourself and you're not used to living like with that person. Oh, okay, so my dad's like, te la vas a llevar para allá, para tu casa. Mind you, Javier only lived 3 houses away down the street. And I was like, hell no, like, I don't want to go live over there. Like, I've never, you know, I had never lived, like, with anyone, like, except my parents. Like, I was like, oh my God, like, I'm going to miss my parents, and they're only 3 houses away. So I had a great idea, and I was like, Javier, why don't you move in? Like, you know, like, we have more space here, but in reality, you know, they had the same space, you know. I just didn't want to leave my parents. Like, I wasn't ready. And I wanted my mom, you know, to help me. So that was my excuse. I was like, you know, whenever, like, how about whenever I had to go into labor, like, como le voy a hacer? You know, at least my mom's here and all this stuff. And my dad's like, no, sí. He's like, well, you know, si él quiere, que, you know, que se mueva or whatever. Se mueva aquí con nosotros más que agarre un trabajo. So yeah, dude, that happened. That literally happened like within like 3 days. Like, it happened so fast. He was already moved in, like, in my room. Yeah, remember? Oh, remember? Oh my God, he didn't even, he wasn't even born. Oh my Lord. Oh my God. But yeah, he lived there, you know, like, right away he started, like, working at a feed yard at Grant County Feeders, I believe. I don't know, something like that. He started at feed yards, and then later on, like, you know, my dad's like, oh, he should get his CDL, you know, like, once he turns 18. And we're like, okay. So that's what he did. It wasn't easy. Like I said, living with my parents, my brothers, getting used to his way of, like, you know, of him being around my family, or being around me 24/7, like, not 24/7, but, you know, like, actually sleeping with me, like, every night. I had to get up early, como a las 5 de la mañana, just to, like, make him lunch, like, every day. Like, I literally, like, grew up like this. Like this. Like, it happened so quick and so fast.
What age did you guys get married?
At 17. We got married at 17.
Damn,
yeah.
that young?
Yeah, so then we had Divan, my baby, and then after we got married by the court. And then a lot happened, you know, like, in between those months, years. It's just, like, so much to, like, tell you guys. Like, I would never finish. Like, it'd be like a super long, like, a lot of hours of video. Like, I would never finish. But long story short, it was already all long. But long story short, we moved to Texas. We now have another baby girl. She's 4. She's so adorable as well. Another baby was actually, like, planned. Like, he was 2, obviously, because, you know, we knew what would happen. But with my baby, like, baby girl, we actually, you know, like, tried. Like, actually tried. Here we are, 10 years later, living over here in Texas, in San Antonio. We haven't had it, like, easy tampoco. Like, it's been, like, a long, rough road. But I finally see the light in our tunnel. Like, it's, you know, God is amazing. God is amazing. Like, and who knows? Maybe a 3rd baby will be on the way here soon.
Hope so.
No one knows. I always thank God, like, for putting Javier in my life. Like, I know we've been through so much. like so much that nobody would understand. I am gonna be doing more videos like this, you know, like where I expose my life a lot more. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell to get notified every time I do upload a video. I'm not just a makeup artist, I'm a beauty influencer as well, a life influencer as well. Alright guys, we hope to see you guys on my next video, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.
Bye guys.
The aftermath. Ni comimos like everything, like we got so full.